Hey everyone, today we're going to do an entertainment review for the Norwegian Joy. Right after this. Hola friends, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time checking us out, thank you so much for coming along. We are a small travel agency just trying to give you the best information about cruising possible so you can plan and go on an amazing cruise vacation. We would love for you to subscribe. We put out a brand new cruise video every single day. So let's talk about the entertainment on board Norwegian Joy. We just got off the ship a few days ago, kind of still unpacking things a little bit. So I'm going to go through this in some phases of different types of entertainment. So we'll talk about the cruise director staff. We'll talk about the game shows. We'll talk about the entertainment around the ship. And then finally, the production shows. So, as it is with a lot of the modern cruise lines, especially on larger ships, I feel like you don't really get a whole lot of interaction with the cruise director, especially on NCL and Royal. I think you don't see them as much as you do on MSC or Carnival, but cruise director staff was very good. We saw them all over the place. You just don't see the cruise director all the time. So we did Sudoku and trivia and all those different things in the morning and the afternoons that they have on most of the different cruise lines. Those are really fun. NCL does a pretty good job at that. Royal and MSC and some of the other ones give out prizes. Norwegian only gives out prizes a few times on the cruise, but it's still fun to do the different trivia contests. Now let's talk about the different game shows. I think Norwegian really shines here. We saw a bunch of game shows that I haven't seen before. So they did crowd trivia where there's like 20 teams. You get little buzzers and you get to ring in for your score. So you could play in the atrium there in the audience. And I thought that was really cool. They did the Wheel of Ill Will where if you didn't get, when you spin the wheel, you either get a dollar amount like you're playing Wheel of Fortune, or you have to do, it's almost like Truth or Dare. You have to do like a little dare, like sing in front of the crowd or talk to somebody lovingly, whatever it is. Those games were really, really fun. I think they did a really good job. They do Deal or No Deal out there, which is always fun. And of course, you have your love and marriage shows and the different things that all the different cruise lines do, right? Those are always fun. I don't go to them quite as much anymore, but they are really fun. I didn't see anybody do the yes or no game on NCL. I don't think they do that a ton. I know Royal and Princess and a bunch of the other ones do that. But those were all really good. And then I really want to focus on the entertainment around the ship. I think Norwegian really, really does a good job here. The singer that we saw in the observation lounge, which was Julia Hatfield, young country singer from Texas, she was great. We saw her in Q Texas Smokehouse. We saw her in the observation lounge. She was in District Brew House. She was great. Bo Tahana was in the District Brew House. I saw him on Bliss before. He's really fun. He's crazy. He hangs out in District Brew House till late at night, plays the piano. He's a ton of fun. Then there was a few other singers around the ship, a couple bands, obviously. All of them were really good. Norwegian does a really good job in that sector of entertainment. Then you have your production shows. Night one was a magic show. I do not like magic shows on cruise ships or comedians for whatever reason, right? I know some people love them, some people don't. It's fine, just my opinion. The magic show, it just was a really awkward. Some of the magic tricks were really good. The magician was Asian and I don't think he spoke any English at all, which is totally fine. But it made the show awkward because you're trying to do like crowd interactions and bring people up on stage as volunteers and stuff. And it made it a little odd that he couldn't communicate with them and nobody else was either. So he would just go and like grab people and bring them up and point to them and different things. But it really slowed down the show a lot. But it was okay. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad. He actually came back and did a bunch of things in Elements later in the week. I really enjoyed the Element show. I thought it was very entertaining. Not my favorite show that I've seen on any cruise ship. It's weird on Norwegian, the production shows. I always find like the main production show to be amazing. And then the secondary production show, I don't like. Like, I don't like Burn the Floor, which is like the secondary one to like Jersey Boys and some other things. I don't like the Cotton Club show. I forget what it's called, but that's like the secondary show on Escape to Choir of Man. For some reason, those second shows I don't love, but Elements I enjoyed. I thought it was really good. Footloose was the Broadway show, at least for 2 more months. It is going away in October. I don't think they're replacing it with anything else. I think it's just going to become like more shows during the week in the theater. We did not see any of the comedians. Footloose was great. We met Graham, who plays Ren. I'm sorry, he plays Chuck, the like sinister bad guy in it. He was really great guy, did a great job in the show. Ren was great in the show. It's a great musical. It was a great show. Really love it. Sad that it's going away. I know 6 already went away on Bliss, which is really sad, but we enjoyed it. I enjoyed all of the entertainment. Like I said, we did not see the comedians. So it is interesting on these cruise ships that have a Broadway show. I am torn on what I like better. So sometimes when I'm really excited to see Footloose or Jersey Boys or Choir of Man or We Will Rock You, whatever the show is, right? I get really excited to see those. But then you realize like that's the show in the theater for like 3 or 4 of the nights. So something about that old school like cruise variety show, I still like that a lot. And I miss like not having that type of a show to go to every night, because otherwise you're in the atrium watching trivia or you're doing something else around the ship. But I love having that show every night. So maybe they're going to go back to that type of a format, because Broadway shows are very expensive to put on and to run and all of those other things. So we'll see what happens. But again, that's one of the reasons I love the Oasis class ships, because you have the ice skating and the aqua theater and the Broadway shows and everything else. So who knows? We'll see what happens with NCL there on these Breakaway and Breakaway Plus class ships. But overall, the entertainment was really good. Had a great time. Really enjoyed it. The theater, remember my tip for the theater, get there at least 30 minutes ahead of time. They open up the theater about 40 to 45 minutes ahead of time. If you don't have a reservation, you go in the standby line. If you don't show up at 10 minutes before the show, they start letting standby people in. So I saw a lot of people getting aggravated, and they were like, well, we made reservations. Well, yeah, but you didn't show up until 3 minutes before the show started. And then all of those standby people got in, and then there's no seats for you. So get to the shows a little bit early, at least 15, 20 minutes early if you want to get a good seat. But otherwise, the entertainment was really, really good around the ship. We had a great time, and we really enjoyed it. We will be on another ship. I'll be on Mariner of the Seas in a few weeks. So we'll look forward to the entertainment on that. And tomorrow we'll have another cruise video ready to go. So thanks, everyone. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye.